Welcome students. Today we study sharpness of resonance curve. When the frequency of external periodic force differs from the value of required resonance, the response of the oscillator diminishes. The sharpness of resonance expresses the fall of the amplitude with the change of driving frequency on each side of the maximum amplitude. That means here is maximum amplitude, and on each side of maximum amplitude there is a fall of frequency. Okay. The amplitude in force oscillation is given by equation A equal to F naught upon M root omega square minus Q square bracket square plus R square Q square upon M square. Okay. The variation of amplitude with the driving angular frequency Q is shown in this curve. So here is a peak point, that is a maximum amplitude, and this amplitude falls from A max to A max by root 2. Then corresponding to that there is a delta omega on both sides of the maximum curve. So this delta omega is called as the half width of the resonance curve. So you see here is a driving frequency Q1, here is Q2, and at middle Q equal to omega. Okay. At Q equal to omega, the amplitude is maximum. Amplitude A decreases when omega minus Q increases. The difference omega minus Q, for which the amplitude falls from A max to A max by root 2, is called half width of the resonance curve. Sharpness of resonance curve is characterized by the half width. When the half width of the resonance curve is small, the resonance is said to be sharp. If the half width is large, the resonance is said to be flat. Let us therefore obtain the expression of half width. Okay, so we obtain here expression for half width. For that we consider, or we can write the equation omega square minus Q square can be written as omega plus Q and omega minus Q. Okay, if omega equivalent to Q, therefore we write omega plus Q equal to twice omega and omega minus Q equal to delta omega. Substituting these values, we write here omega square minus Q square equal to twice omega delta omega. Okay. Then write the equation of amplitude A equal to F naught upon M root, substituting the values of omega square minus Q square in terms of the 2 omega and delta omega. So write here 4 omega square delta omega square plus R square omega square upon M square as it is. Now from equation 3.10, just we have calculated in last lecture, we have A max equal to F naught upon omega R. Okay, so at half width this becomes A equal to A max by root 2. Okay, so we write this equation, that is comparing these two equations, we can write F naught upon M root 4 omega square delta omega square plus R square omega square upon M square equal to F naught upon root 2 into omega R. Okay, so next step we write M root 4 omega square delta omega square plus R square omega square upon M square equal to root 2 into omega R. So here F naught get cancelled. Now squaring on both sides, we write M square 4 omega square delta omega square plus R square omega square equal to twice omega square R square. From that we write M square 4 omega square delta omega square equal to omega square R square. Okay, so R square omega square 1 get cancelled, and lastly we write delta omega equal to R upon twice M. Okay, here delta omega is the half width. Thus the half width depends upon mass M and damping coefficient R. In order to make the resonance sharp, R should be made small and m large. The sharp and flat resonance are shown in these curves. So this is the flat, this is sharp, and this is the medium. Okay. Now here we have obtained the expression of half width, and that expression has the value delta omega equal to r upon twice m. So this half width gives the sharpness of resonance, and that depends upon damping coefficient r and mass of the oscillator. Okay. So according to definition of half width, we have to define the sharpness of resonance curve. That means when the half width of the resonance curve is small, the resonance is sharp, and if half width is large, then resonance is said to be flat, or it is flat. Okay. Sharpness of resonance is very important in radio receiver. By tuning the radio, natural frequency of the electrical circuit in the receiver is adjusted to the same value as the frequency of the radio waves transmitted by the radio station. In good radio set, selectivity is high so that the response gauges for small mistuning. In such cases, the damping is due to electrical resonance. Okay. Now we consider next point, energy equation of force oscillations. For that we consider the equation of force oscillation, that is m d2x by dt square plus r dx by dt plus k is equal to f naught sin qt. Okay. Now here we have to multiply above equation by dx by dt throughout. So equation becomes m d2x by dt square into dx by dt plus r dx by dt bracket square plus kx dx by dt equal to f naught sin qt dx by dt. Okay. Now write this equation, m d2x by dt square into dx by dt plus kx dx by dt equal to f naught sin qt dx by dt minus r dx by dt bracket square. We write this equation in the form d dt of half m dx by dt bracket square plus half kx square equal to f naught sin qt dx by dt minus r dx by dt bracket square. Okay. So here m, that means half m dx by dt bracket square. Instead of this term we write this, and kx dx by dt, in terms of this we write half kx square. Okay. So in next step we write d dt of kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay. That means here half m dx by dt bracket square is the kinetic energy, and d dt of half kx square is the potential energy. Okay. Now here next term are same. Right here d dt of E equal to f naught sin qt dx by dt minus r dx by dt bracket square. Here E is the total energy, that means sum of kinetic and potential, that are written here, kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay. Now we take the average of this energy over one period, and that can be written as d dt of E bar equal to f naught sin qt dx by dt average minus r dx by dt bracket square average. Right. The displacement in force oscillation is given by x equal to a sin qt minus phi. The differentiation of this equation, dx by dt equal to aq cos of qt minus phi. Therefore right here f naught sin qt dx by dt equal to f naught aq sin qt cos qt minus phi. Okay. Here substitute the value of dx by dt, that is dx by dt value we substitute here. So equation becomes f naught aq sin qt cos qt minus phi. Then next we write this expansion of this cos qt minus phi as f naught aq sin qt in bracket cos qt cos phi plus sin qt sin phi. So total equation becomes f naught aq sin qt cos phi plus f naught aq sin square qt sin pi. Okay. So average value of this equation is f naught sin qt dx by dt average equal to f naught aq cos phi sin qt cos qt average plus f naught aq sin phi sin square qt average. Okay. Now here for one cycle, one complete cycle, or for one period, the average value of sin qt cos qt is always 0. Okay. And the average value of sin square qt is always half. Right. So substituting these values, we write the equation f naught sin qt dx by dt average value equal to f naught aq sin phi into half. Okay. Now from equation 3.4 we have RAQ equal to f naught sin phi. Okay. So f naught sin phi has the value RAQ. Then equation becomes f naught sin qt dx by dt average equal to R a square q square by 2. So remember this equation by the name 3.14. Now equation 3.14 gives the average rate of absorption of energy by the oscillating body from the applied force. So this is the average rate of absorption of energy by the oscillator from the external force. Okay. Then next we will calculate. We take next equation R dx by dt bracket square equal to R a square q square cos square qt minus phi. Okay, by substituting the value of dx by dt and then squaring. Right here R dx by dt bracket square average equal to R a square q square cos square qt minus phi average. Right. So again the average value of cos square qt minus phi is half. Then we write equation R dx by dt bracket square average value equal to R a square q square upon 2. Now the equation is 3.15. Equation 15 gives the average rate of dissipation of energy, that is power dissipation in overcoming the external damping force. Okay. So equation 3.14 and 3.15 gives the average rate of absorption of energy and average rate of dissipation of energy. Okay. So average rate of total energy, you can write d dt of E bar equal to R a square q square by 2 minus R a square q square by 2, or d dt of E average equal to 0. That means rate of dissipation of energy equal to rate of absorption of energy, and hence total average energy is constant. Okay. Thus the average energy over a cycle of oscillation is constant. In other words, the average rate of dissipation of energy is equal to the average rate of absorption of energy. Okay. You understand? So we stop here. Thanks to all.